The United States must be part of the process. This is what could help shape a new security architecture for our part of the world.
The votes are still being counted in the California primaries. Anita Vogel discusses what we know so far in the race.
Former Fox host Steve Hilton still has a slight lead over former HHS Secretary Javier Becerra in the primary for governor. And in the L.A. mayor's race, Spencer Pratt is still trailing Mayor Karen Bass. But progressive city councilwoman Nithya Raman is closing the gap. The most time-consuming aspect of tabulating the votes is that so much of the state votes by mail. California is one of 8 states, plus D.C., that automatically mail ballots to all active registered voters. And voters can drop their absentee ballots at drop boxes, voting centers, or at the post office on Election Day.
An expert on marriage and family is cautiously optimistic about a new poll on same-sex marriage and transgender issues. Chris Woodward has more.
Acceptance of same-sex marriage and relationships in the U.S. has flattened after more than 2 years of steadily increasing support, with an ongoing decline among Republicans. This is according to a new Gallup poll. About 65% of U.S. adults believe same-sex marriage should be legal, down slightly from 71% a few years ago. Most of the change is due to dropping acceptance among Republicans. Talking about this on American Family Radio, Delano Squires of the Heritage Foundation said the shift is encouraging.
But I'm cautiously optimistic, particularly because the numbers haven't really moved that much for Democrats and independents, and the left typically has control of our cultural institutions. And my sense is that for some on the left, even with the transgender issue, they are hardening as they see conservatives sort of pushing back over the last couple of years on some of these issues.
Squires added that even some conservatives have responded positively to a homosexual person or couple announcing a wedding, adoption, or plans of having a child via surrogacy.
You and I have both seen rock-ribbed conservatives congratulate people in those situations, whether online or in person. So I'm again, cautiously optimistic.
I'm Chris Woodward.
A judge has dismissed a murder charge against an Arkansas sheriff nominee who was accused of killing his teenage daughter's abuser in 2024. Special Circuit Court Judge Ralph Wilson dismissed the case against Aaron Spencer on Thursday because a dash camera memory card that may have captured the shooting was lost by law enforcement. Spencer's attorneys did not deny that he shot and killed 67-year-old Michael Fosler, who had been charged with dozens of sexual offenses against Spencer's then 13-year-old daughter. For American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh.
The American Family Association's mission is to inform, equip, and activate individuals to strengthen the moral foundations of our culture. Our goal is to be a leading organization in biblical worldview training for cultural transformation. We stand on the biblical truth that all human beings, including the unborn, are created in the image of God and are endowed by Him with the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Thank you for standing with the American Family Association.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
Ahoy, and good morning, esteemed professors.
They can't take boats or something?
I guess they could, but
then they wouldn't be in a trivia question, though.
Yeah, that's true. That was Yosemite Sam.
I think you got the wrong play, Ed.
Yep.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Thanks for listening to AFR. It's Friday, June the 5th, 2026. I'm Tim Wildmon, and in studio with me are Professors J.J. Jasper.
Good to be here.
And Jonathan Coker.
I don't know if I'd call myself a professor just yet.
You're a visiting professor.
Visiting, okay.
There you go.
Like a visiting angel, you know?
Okay.
You're in that category.
Okay.
And Jonathan is a John Wayne aficionado. He is a true John Wayne expert.
That's right. So he's going to bring it today on one of his questions, I know.
No.
No John Wayne questions?
I didn't.
You ran out of them.
I ran out of them. I didn't want to be.
Well, you got a Western question?
I have some American history questions.
Okay, all right, that'll do.
I didn't want to be considered one-dimensional, so
I like that. Like these actors that get stuck in a role.
Right.
Well, you don't want to be stereotyped.
Right,
exactly.
Exactly.
JJ, what you got over there?
Why do banks have windows in their drive-through?
Wida Banks, she lived next door to me when I was growing up.
Why do banks?
Yeah.
Why do banks?
Oh, why do banks?
Why do banks have windows in their drive-through? It's so you can look in and see the real owner of your car.
That's good.
That's pretty good.
Painful.
All right,
It's good and a little painful.
Trivia Friday it is on American Family Radio. You're eligible to call in and be on the air with us and ask a question and answer if you haven't been on in the last 8 weeks. We have an 8-week waiting period between on-air appearances. The phone number to call in and ask trivia, answer one of ours, is 888-589-8840. 888-589-8840. Again, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio, also known as
Learning University.
JJ, what a rule? What kind of a couple of ground rules, don't we?
Yes, we do. You have to be an American citizen to be able to
show your papers.
Yeah, and have we have one thing that we've got is a mystery question. We're each going to offer 3 questions out of these original 9 questions. If you happen to land on it, on a mystery question, answer it correctly, you're going to hear this sound. The beloved cowbell
shall ring.
And you're going to win a newly designed Learning University T-shirt. It's got a seal like you would have on a university with some different things that are pertinent to the show. Real nice looking T-shirt, and it's summer, so it's T-shirt weather.
And our school just came into some NIL money. NIL money. And so we're going to upgrade our sports teams.
That's right.
Here,
so we can offer a nicer shirt.
Yeah,
and with a seal on it.
Yeah. So and
not a barking seal, clapping his hands and bouncing a beach ball in his nose. I'm talking about the seal that you see on prestigious universities.
Yes, we have some real wealthy alumni who've contributed to our NIL.
There you go.
Fund. And
the boosters. We need those boosters.
We're going to buy some players like everybody else.
Yeah.
All right. You have to be 11 years old or older, right?
That's right.
We tried talking to 5-year-olds here on Trivia Friday, and although we love them dearly, it's just hard to communicate.
It is.
And so we have a rule: 11 years old or older, you call in and be on the air with us. Has the table been set?
I think we're ready.
Okay.
I believe so.
Go ahead, Jonathan. What you got there, my friend?
All right. So, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I've got my first 3 questions at least are going to be American history questions.
All right. And it's the 250th anniversary of our country, right?
Happy birthday, USA.
Glad you brought that up.
So good trivia.
I did want to say just real quick, we just recently celebrated Memorial Day.
Yes, we did.
Tomorrow, if you were unaware, is the 82nd anniversary of D-Day, where U.S. forces invaded Normandy, France.
That's right.
And then, as you mentioned, the 250th anniversary is this year. So if you're listening, I just hope you're like me and you're just very thankful for the country that you live in.
Amen, brother.
It's the greatest country in the world.
Yes.
Has its problems. Yes. Not perfect, but I'm very thankful.
Perfect.
Yes. I'm very thankful to say that I live in the United States of America. So, all right.
Let's all stand and put our hands up.
Yeah, I got my hand up my heart.
You're making me feel red, white, and blue right here, my friend.
Yes.
So, well, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. So, first 3 questions, American history. Here we go. Question 1. What Native American tribe is most credited with the nickname Code Talkers during World War II? What Native American tribe is most credited with the nickname Code Talkers during World War II?
A real event, and there was even a movie about that.
That's right. That's right. All right. Question 2. What were the first battles of the American Revolution? So their location doesn't have to be the state, but if you know, you know. What were the first battles of the American Revolution?
Okay. Go ahead.
Question 3.
Were they in the same state?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Question 3. Which president was born on the 4th of July? There's only one. He was born on the 4th of July.
By the way, those battles wouldn't have been in states yet.
Well, very true.
But they later became.
That's right.
It later became a state. What was your third question? I'm sorry.
Which president was born on the 4th of July? He's the only president that was born on the 4th of July.
Okay.
All right, here's what I've got.
I'll tell you what, excuse me, JJ.
Yes.
If somebody knows the answer to that question and they don't have to go look it up or ask somebody else, they just know it because of their knowledge, then we will send them an AFR Trivia Friday Learning University T-shirt.
Wow.
Okay.
So we're going to throw that in as a bonus. If you know the answer to Jonathan's question, who was the only president born on the 4th of July, we'll send you this AFR.
Now, I know 2 presidents died on the 4th of July.
3.
3 presidents died on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And 2 were like big rivals or whatever throughout their life.
2 died on the same day. It was John Adams and Thomas Jefferson.
Yep.
They died within hours of each other.
That's the
and
story
they
I
were
was
the
thinking
2
about.
that were they butt heads with each other. But the other one was James Madison.
Yeah. And his wife, man, I love those little cupcakes and things that she came up with.
She was quite the baker.
Golly, really.
The homemaker. She was a homemaker.
Yes, she was.
Not a homewrecker. She was a homemaker.
Here's what I've got. First question from the Bible. I'm looking for the longest chapter in the Bible. Go ahead and give you a hint. It's in Psalms, and the theme is on the importance of God's Word. The focus is on the Word of God. It's the longest chapter in the Bible. Which Psalm is it? Second question, from 1916 to 1938.
Yep.
What U.S. coin featured a buffalo on the back of the coin? From 1916 to 1938, what U.S. coin had a buffalo on the back of the coin? Third question, how many ribs does the typical human body have? And I guess for Tim Wildman's sake, I need to say under normal circumstances.
Under normal circumstances, how many ribs you running right there?
How many ribs does the typical human body have? Do you know offhand, Tim?
I don't know for certain.
Yeah.
I think I know.
How about you, Jonathan?
I don't think I know.
Because I was surprised by this number, and I thought, you'd think by now I would know things like that.
Yeah.
I know how many femur bones and things like
I just
that.
know if you bruise one, you know it.
Yeah,
you know
you
it.
definitely know that.
If you break some ribs.
All right, here we go. Here are my 3 questions. Number 1, what is the number 1 use of soybeans? Most of us in America see soybeans everywhere we go, all day, every day, unless you live in New York City, I guess, or Los Angeles. But everywhere else, there's soybeans out there in the field. Well, what's the number 1 use of soybeans?
Here's the deal.
question.
Are you talking fermented or non-fermented? Because I'm asking for a friend.
It says the boy from Kentucky. They're the revenuers. All right, number 2. I always have a baby boomer question, or I try to. In the 1960s, all American girls wanted these 2 dolls. What? Name them. All right.
Good.
In the 1960s, all American girls wanted these 2 dolls. Name them. And number 3, what are the 2 most visited tourist sites in the United States? And I'm not talking about a city. So you don't say Atlanta or Chicago or New York. No, I'm talking about specific sites. Now, they may be within a city, but they're specific tourist sites. What are the 2 most visited tourist sites in all of the United States?
That's a good question.
Yep.
Hey, your 1960s questions you had, I saw a little thing pop up on my phone. It said, hey, I just want you to know, my sister said the brownies are done from her Easy Bake Oven from 1969. So if you want to bite of that brownie,
they're finally done.
Hey, that was one of my first lessons in patience, because 4 of us kids, Mike, me, Kelly, and Karen, they got an Easy Bake Oven. And we were waiting for them to bake that 3-layered cake or whatever it was. And I said, then it dawned on me, if you're cooking something with a light bulb, that's when
you're going to be here a while.
That's when I realized I might have ADHD and my patience.
You can watch a couple of TV shows and come back and be not worried about it smoking.
That's right. Burning. Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to burn the brownies. From 1969 to now, hey, ding, they're ready.
That Easy Bake Oven, that was very popular back in the day. Yeah. All right, Jonathan, let's go to the phones.
All right, first we're going to go to Charlene from North Carolina.
Okay.
Charlene, you're on Trivia Friday. Thanks for calling.
You said thanks for calling. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hi, Charlene. Hey, you may want to take us off of Bluetooth or whatever's going on. You'll be able to hear us better. We can barely hear you.
Is that better?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, gotcha. My husband's got me so confused, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, we always get blamed for everything.
Yeah.
My wife says the same thing.
And that goes back to the Bible. The husband you gave me, Lord, it was his fault. Hey, Charlene, answer, or do both.
Well, my husband says both, but I want to answer the Psalms. He's driving me crazy. He wants me to be on today.
Listen, I have a marriage counselor number right here, Charlene. Y'all can just talk to him. All right, no, go ahead, Charlene. What do you want to ask, answer, or both?
Both.
Okay, which one do you want to answer? Which one do you want to answer?
The answer,
Mm-hmm.
the Psalms.
Here's the question. It's the longest chapter in the Bible. It's in the Psalms. Most of the focus is on the importance and value of God's Word. What's the answer, Charlene?
119.
Psalm 119.
All right.
Good job.
How'd you know that, Charlene?
I did. I read it years ago. I was going.
Okay.
I didn't hear no bells and no thinking going on. What you said?
Yeah, didn't hear any cowbell.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your husband's first name?
There's about 1 million people sitting in the back seat, right, Charlene? Right now.
No, it's just the two of us on the way to Gatlinburg.
Okay.
Oh, well, have fun in Gatlinburg. What's your husband's first name?
Herman.
Herman.
He's been called
All right, Herman, we're going to put
he's
you in
on the air.
timeout.
Yeah, Herman, you're going to be in trouble, brother.
Charlene answer, or you're going to be sleeping on the couch. Let me say something about Psalm 119. So it just talks about the precepts, God's law, God's word, and it just keeps going over and over, talking about, the importance, it's time tested, how important it is to apply it, to obey the word. And sometimes when I'm reading Psalm 119, I like to, because I think they're kind of getting a little tired of saying the word, so they'll say precepts, the principles, the law. And if you insert Bible in there, the Bible is more valuable than silver or gold.
Yeah.
The Bible will give you wisdom. I'll put the Bible in there every time I see that. It says, you'll be wiser than your enemies, and you'll these. And it's got in there too where King David from Psalm 119, 9 through 11 says, how can a young man stay pure? I mean, think about it, even in this culture, thy word have I hid in my heart that I might not sin against thee. You get in God's word, allow his word to get in you. It'll chase off doubt, fear, and it'll give you the strength to resist temptation.
Amen.
Hey, Charlene, what's your question for us?
What? I'm going to let my husband ask because it's his question.
Go ahead, Herman.
What makes a bluebird's feathers blue?
What makes a bluebird's feathers blue?
Oh, that's everybody knows that's creatine.
Is it creatine?
No, I don't. Creosote. No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
You guys know anything about birds?
Yeah, that's what you call shooting from the hip right there.
That's exactly right.
Shooting from the hip.
Shooting with bird shot.
What makes bluebirds?
Well, maybe their diet. Maybe they were eating a lot of blueberries.
Blueberries?
Yeah, I'm gonna say eating blueberries. What about you guys?
I don't.
Moods affect.
Like the mood ring.
Like the mood ring?
Yeah, that's
right.
true. I mean, you can read about it.
And so they're happier than most birds.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with, the different moods that a bird would have.
Tim says mood swings. I say blueberries. Jonathan?
Jonathan has no clue.
I have no idea.
Go ahead, Charlene. And I mean,
Herman?
It's not a mood swing. It's not a mood ring that they wear. Their vibrant blue color is caused by structural coloration, a fascinating trick of physics involving microscopic air pockets and pigment.
And y'all thought we'd know that?
Yeah, that was right on the tip of my tongue, but I just held back.
That was my husband's question.
You got pigments and what now? Pygmies and what?
Pigments. Their vibrant blue color is caused by structural coloration, a fascinating trick of physics involving microscopic and air pockets
You know,
and pigment.
you know, I saw David Copperfield. David Copperfield did that one time.
Yes, he did.
And it was amazing
Without
to watch.
using microscopic
Thank you there.
physics. Thank you all.
Well, we need to. Charlene and Herman, they got how much more longer are they going to be in the car together right there?
It sounds like they've been in there a while together.
They might want to get on with the vacation.
They gave the
or turn around and go back home.
They gave the honeymooners a run for their money. You remember Jackie Gleason and his wife.
Yeah. All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Jonathan, and JJ, back to the phones. Who's next, Jonathan?
All right, we're going to go to Oklahoma where Mike is calling. Mike, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hey, good morning, professors.
Hey, good morning, Brother Mike. Thanks for calling from Oklahoma. Have you've been on before, right?
Yes, in the past.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, thanks for calling again. You want to ask, answer, or both today, Mike?
I'd like to try both.
Okay, which one do you want to answer?
How about the first battle of the Revolutionary War?
There we go.
Go ahead, Jonathan. Ask that question again.
Yeah. Here's my question. What were the first battles of the American
Like
Revolution?
Two? You want two?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first two.
There's two. Mike, do you know the answer?
Okay. Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be the Battle of Lexington and Concord.
That is correct.
Hey, listen to that
that's the mystery question.
That's right.
go.
That was the mystery
So,
question.
Brother Mike, you got a Learning University T-shirt coming your way right in time for graduation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. People get emotional when they get this thing because it's just
it's life changing.
It's life changing.
You can wear it. You can wear it to church. You can wear it to a wedding. I mean, everybody. Casual Friday. You'll be
you
right
can
at
cut
home.
the sleeves off and
wear it to the gym.
Wear it to Walmart. So
third edition.
Anyway, we're going to send that your way. So don't hang up after we get through the call. We got to get your address so we can mail this to you.
Okay.
Mike.
Would that be the third edition? Third edition.
Yes, sir.
It sure is. You're
Yes,
paying
third
attention.
edition. That's right.
Sure
Third
is.
edition. And that's right, Mike. You've been with us a long time.
Right. Learning University T-shirt 3.0.
Yep.
Hey, Mike, what's your question for us?
Okay, question for you guys. What is the largest building in the world by usable volume?
Okay, don't say anything. We're going to talk amongst ourselves here before we answer.
And who owns it? Yeah.
Okay, so the largest building in the world, and who owns it?
I'm going to say...
by volume, usable volume, and
usable.
If you know it, yeah.
I've got some usable volume at home, but I thought that was like WD-40, isn't it?
Right. That's one way to look at it.
Okay, so go ahead, JJ.
I'm going to say Dubai, the tall building in Dubai.
Don't say anything,
but
Mike.
we're just talking among ourselves.
Probably wrong, but I was thinking at one time China had like one of the tallest ones, but I could be way off. It could be what JJ
China's
said.
a big country, Jonathan. You're probably going to have to narrow that answer down a little bit.
I don't know. Tokyo, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. That's
Okay.
Japan, though.
Tokyo,
See, I don't know
Japan,
anything.
yeah.
If it's outside of the United States.
Asian countries a little bit confused there. There's a difference between Japanese food and Chinese food, Japanese language and Mandarin.
I'm sorry.
But I'm with you. I'm on your level. I'm just trying to help you out there. What was, okay, so the answer to JJ is talking about the tallest building in the world, which is in Dubai. And,
but now when he's saying usable, like, does it have offices and everything, or is it just like where people live there? That might throw me off.
We'll go.
It used to be in Chicago.
I don't know.
Chicago. It used to be in New York, then it was in Chicago. But I'm thinking Dubai now.
We go ahead, Mike. What's the answer?
Okay, it's out west. It's it's owned by the Boeing Corporation. It's the Everett factory in Everett, Washington, Boeing Company. Now take a guess at the 472 million cubic feet, with a footprint that covers nearly 100 acres.
Oh, wow.
Wait, 100
building in the world.
Okay, so what we're talking, I think I drove by that I was in the Seattle area, is it Seattle, Tacoma, and Boeing was there, and they make, they have, that's where they make the jets, right? So, I mean.
That's right.
That's where the hangars are. Is that what you call those things?
Yeah.
But I guess they're considered buildings, but they're massive. Oh, okay, so that's where, but where they're constructing the jets, that's where you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the Everett, Washington factory.
Everett, Washington.
Now listen to what Mike's saying. Yep. If you know somebody that has a huge, huge farm, they've got 100 acres. That's the ground floor. That's the first floor of it. 100 acres.
You're gonna
and
have
it
to,
just goes on up from that.
You're gonna have more than one women's room. I'm gonna tell you right now. You know, in the building that size, you better have.
You think in practical terms.
You better have 2 for 1 right there.
It's large enough. It's large enough that the entire Disney park could fit inside of it.
Oh
wow!
Huh?
That's
imagine
a record
the air
right
conditioning
there.
bill on that thing.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. Hey, Mike, thanks so much.
Hey, wait, stay on the line.
Stay on the line, Mike. I'm going to put you on hold, okay?
All right. Yeah, I'm almost certain. I know I drove by you could see from the interstate the Boeing plant there in the Seattle area. The one time I was out there, and I remember going, wow, look at the size of that building. So maybe that was it. They also got some pretty good trees pretty good sized trees out that way too.
Yeah.
I remember I traveled out there from Seattle to Canada, Canadian border, and I got back home and I told everybody here in Mississippi, I said, we only think we know what trees are.
Yeah, you can drive through
our little pine trees
yeah,
are dwarfed by those monsters out there in the Northwest. We'll be back momentarily.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
There is within each of us a desire to be a success in life. It is a desire which God placed within us. Too many of us find our efforts towards success frustrated. This need not be the case. Success is indeed within reach of every person. One way to succeed, and by far the easiest, is to never try. Now that statement may seem a little strange, but if you'll study it for a moment, you will see the validity of it. Never attempt anything and you will never fail. Success will be automatic, even guaranteed. The world is full of people who never tried. They set their goals so low that they could not miss. They achieved their success early and easy. I knew a man once who was a great success, at least in his own eyes, as a member of his church. He came and joined and never came back until his funeral. He set his goal low and reached it quick and easy. It takes no great effort to succeed when one's goal is low, and a person can pat himself on the back while commending himself for great success. You'd be surprised at the number of people who have followed this easy route to success. But still, another way to be successful is to try half-heartedly. This is, of course, the best route open to those who wish to get out cheap while maintaining their self-respect. They can say, I tried, and they did do that. They tried. They succeeded in trying. There were those who laughed at Thomas Edison when he began working toward developing an electric light. They told Edison that it couldn't be done because they had already tried it, and they had. And for the most part, they were well-respected men in their profession and well-educated. But they laughed at Edison. But Edison wasn't satisfied with a half-hearted effort. He set his goal a little higher. Now, the third route toward success is to be serious. It was said once by John Mark concerning Jesus that when someone made a certain remark to the Galilean that he, quote, paid no attention to them. What a grand statement. What a terrific statement. When those about him were trying to get Jesus to lower his goals, his ideals, his ambitions, he paid no attention to them. The person who is serious about success will pay no attention to the prophets of doom. Now, this path toward success isn't easy and is often very disappointing. It is difficult sometimes to keep our goals high and not listen to the words of the world. People laughed at Edison, called him a fool for trying seriously. But they don't laugh at him now when they flip the light switch. People also laughed at Christ, but only foolish people laugh at him today. The all-important question is this: what do we mean by success? Success by whose standards? God is the final judge over our success, and often we may be a failure in everyone else's eyes except his. When a person has done the best he can do and remained true to the best he has known, then in God's eyes he is a success. That's the reason I say that success is within reach of everyone, even you.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Wildman, president of American Family Association and American Family Radio. Hey, we are announcing 2 tours coming up in 2027, March of 2027. We're going to Greece and we're going to Italy. The Greece tour we call the Footsteps of Paul, and you're going to follow the footsteps of St. Paul in the country of Greece. And then the Italian tour, the tour of Italy, Venice, Florence, Pisa, Rome. We're calling the Make Lasagna Great Again tour. And these are coming up in March of 2027. And if you want to read all about them, the itinerary, the cost, everything you need to know about these tours coming up in March of Greece and Italy, go to tours.afa.net. That's tours.afa.net. We're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of good fellowship, and see some of the most historic and iconic sites in the world.
Beloved, we are now children of God, and what we will be has not yet been revealed. We know that when Christ appears, we will be like him, for we will see him as he is, and everyone who has this hope in him purifies himself just as Christ is pure. 1 John 3, 2 and 3.
American Family Radio.
Yogi Bear is smarter than the average bear. Yogi Bear is always in the ranger's hair. At a picnic table you will find him there. Stopping down more goodies than the average bear. He will sleep till noon.
There you go. Is that Hanna-Barbera, 1960s?
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me hungry for a picnic basket.
Hey, boo-boo. Huh? You know what I'm talking
Jonathan
about?
has no idea what we're talking about. Now, before that, we were hearing a radio spot about going to Greece and going to Italy. And on the Italy thing, it said the name of that tour is Making Lasagna Great Again Tour. Jonathan, between us, I wonder whose idea that was.
I don't know. I might have a guess on that.
That was a fun name for a tour.
Yeah, we thought we'll make lasagna great again. That's our goal, and so I think that's a worthwhile.
When I heard that, I said, "There's no doubt in my mind who came up with that."
Yeah.
All right,
For
Trivia
sure.
Friday it is on American Family Radio, also known as
Learning University.
We're going to repeat our questions right here and then get back to the phones. We have a lot of phone folks who've called in to be on Trivia Friday on Learning University, and we're going to get back to those. Let's repeat our questions that have
heretofore
gone unanswered. Go ahead, Jonathan.
All right. Question 1. What Native American tribe is most credited with the nickname Code Talkers during World War II? Second question is, which president was born on the 4th of July? Which president was born on the 4th of July? And I had one answered, so I will add one. The rest of my questions are not American history questions. My new question is, what does the term 3 on the tree refer to in vintage automobiles?
Good question.
What does the term 3 on the tree refer to?
JJ?
Here's what I've got. First question, from 1916 to 1938, what U.S. coin featured a buffalo on the back of the coin? Second question, how many ribs does the typical human body have under normal circumstances? How many ribs does the typical human body have? Then I'll add one. Muscle cars. So what brand were the I need the answer to all three. What brand were the Firebird, Camaro, and Roadrunner? When I say what brand, Ford, Chrysler, what brand was it? So three muscle cars, the Firebird, the Camaro, and the Roadrunner. Which brand were each one of those? They were all three, had different brands.
All right, here are my three questions. Number one, what is the number one use of soybeans? What is the number one purpose or, of soybeans? Number two, in the 1960s, all girls wanted these two dolls. What were they? Name them. And finally, the third question, and I'll give you a little hint here. The question is, what are the top two most visited tourist sites in the United States? And it's not a city. So don't say Miami or New York or whatever. It's not a city. Now, these sites may be within a city, but they're not a city. So the question is, what are the top two most visited tourist sites in the United States? And I will give everybody a hint to narrow this down a little bit. They're both east of the Mississippi.
Oh, that's a good hint.
Okay. They're both east of the Mississippi, these top two tourist sites in all the United States.
Well, rats, that ruled out the world's largest ball of yarn in Kansas, because I was kind of leaning in that
That's
direction.
the top 10. yeah, you were.
Well, but who wants
something.
to stand in that long of a line just to see this humongous ball of yarn?
Number 11, just outside the top 10, is the Big Texan Steakhouse in Amarillo.
There you go.
Yeah, now a lot of people have died there.
Yeah.
Yes,
they have.
There's actually a cemetery out back that people don't know about. You try to eat your 72-pound steak.
Goodness.
And you don't make it. You talk about, going for broke.
Yeah.
Right there.
But you died with a smile on your face.
You did.
So there's something to be said
you
for
did.
that. That baked potato gets you, because they don't tell you the baked potato is going to look like a loaf of bread. It's like they bring them in on small,
72-ounce steak.
Yes.
You eat it, you get it free.
Yeah.
You don't eat it.
You don't, you die.
It eats you. Okay.
Oh, man.
So go ahead, Jonathan. Who's up next?
All right, we're going to Arkansas, and this is a man after my own heart. It says that his name is John Wayne. John Wayne, welcome to Trivia. John, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, thanks for calling Trivia. So you're 11 years old?
Yes, sir.
And is your name really John Wayne?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, Pilgrim, your parents really did know how to give you a good name. Wow,
John, that is awesome. I love that. You are my number one.
Yeah.
Movie star. I'm your number one fan. There you go.
There it
That's
is.
what I'm trying to say. All right, John, do you want to ask, answer, or do both?
I would like to do both, please.
All right, little Duke, what's your question you want to answer?
Duke.
I would like to answer the question about the code talkers.
There we go.
Okay, all right, that's my question. All right, so what Native American tribe is most credited with the nickname Code Talkers during World War II?
That would be the Navajo tribe.
Navajo, that is correct.
Way
Good
to go.
job.
Do you have much backstory on that, John?
Just a little bit. So they were brought in during World War II because to utilize like codes to talk between companies, and they were, it was undecipherable by the enemy. So the code was never broken the entire time.
Why were they using John, do you know the answer to this? I mean, do you know the background? Can you add anything?
No, not yet.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
It was not a written language.
That's right.
And all these things that you could try to hide letters and numbers in a sequence, they would break the code. They had these Navajo guys talking to each other. Nobody knew the language but them.
Oh,
and
wow.
so some military people found that out, and they said, it's not written down. And so they put a Navajo here, and then they put another one
a genius
on this
idea.
island, and it never, ever was cracked.
That's
the
right.
code wasn't
Yeah.
cracked. So pretty remarkable, the
Yeah.
contribution the Native Americans and that particular tribe what they offered.
Yep.
All right, John Wayne, you got a question for us?
Yes, sir.
Fire away.
How many species of animals does a hunter have to harvest to achieve the North American Super Slam?
Jonathan may know this because he knows all about the Crockett score on deer. How many deer have you killed in your lifetime?
Oh, I can't count. I don't know.
50?
A lot. Probably.
Wait, hold on just a second. Let me have some context for this question. This is a hunting question, true? Do you understand? Have you heard?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Yes, sir. So,
okay, so what is it?
The John, what was it called again? The Grand Slam, is that right? I want to make sure I get that right.
The North American Super Slam.
Super Slam. Okay, so basically, if you're a hunter, I think I'm right on this, John. You correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a hunter and you kill each species in North America, it is considered a Super Slam. I think.
Like an elk and this and that.
Right, an elk, antelope, like any huntable animal in North America. If you kill one of each species, then you are considered.
What about a iguana? Does that count?
Maybe.
Is that included in the chain of what you need to knock down?
I don't think iguanas are.
You don't have to use a handgun or anything with a scope. You can use a giant fly swatter for
if you need to
hunting iguanas.
Right. Yes, you're going to be there a while.
It's got to be a good size one.
You're gonna. All right, go ahead, John.
What's the answer?
Well, I'm going to guess. I don't know. I'm guessing 52. That's my guess.
It is 29.
29.
Name 10 of them, John Wayne. I'll send you a T-shirt. Go.
Whitetail, black bear, pronghorn, mountain lion, Rocky Mountain elk, Tule elk, Roosevelt elk, Chirus moose, grizzly bear, Yukon moose.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good enough.
Yeah, nicely done, buddy. You just got yourself a Learning University T-shirt. Hey, do you like to hunt? Do you go rabbit hunting, squirrel hunting, and get you a deer each winter?
Yes. I've gotten 5 of the North American 29.
What have you got?
I've got the whitetail, black bear, pronghorn, mountain lion, and Rocky Mountain elk.
How do you hunt a mountain lion? You just go up where the rocks and things are and follow their trail and just sort of wait? Dogs?
Well, dogs.
Yeah. Wow. But you got a bear? That's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, John, I'm going to have to come visit you, brother.
That's right.
You and I are kindred spirits.
Man,
that's right. Hey, John Wayne, go ahead.
Feeling that makes me. I don't even feel manly at all talking to John Wayne. He's knocked out 5.
And he's only 11.
I've caught a catfish. I don't know if that counts or not.
It does count. Hey, John Wayne, I know we're kind of milking this, but Jonathan here in the middle, no kidding, you guys would get along because he does the primitive rifle, like where you put in your black powder. He has killed deer with that, and he makes his own knives. He's done that some. Made his own buckskin. So you guys need to get together because you need to take him on a grizzly bear hunt.
Yeah, you need to teach me some of your ways.
Thank you, John Wayne. Appreciate it, my friend. Next up, who's up next?
Next, we're going to Texas, and Dave is on the line. Dave, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, thank you very much.
Howdy, Dave.
Howdy.
Hey, Dave. Thanks for coming. Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to say Learning University has been my favorite source of education heretofore. Making me smarter and betterer.
Wow, you have been listening.
Yeah, you've definitely been paying attention. You scored 100 on that test right there.
That's right.
That's right.
Dave,
right.
Thanks for calling, my friend. Do you want to ask, answer, or both?
Well, I'd like to do both, and I thought I might try the 3 on the tree.
There we go.
All right, so that's another one of my questions, Dave. All right, so what does the term 3 on the tree refer to in vintage cars?
Well, I don't know if I had a vintage car, but my very first car had a 3-shift lever on the steering column.
That is
that right?
correct.
That's it.
That is
3 on the
correct.
tree.
3 on the tree.
Well, Dave, how old are you?
Yeah, 72.
72.
Wow, you don't sound 72.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
So, describe what kind of car did you have? Which had for those who don't know, maybe the younger crowd here.
Yeah.
They had the and I never drove one of these.
Manual shift.
Manual shift on the
steering
on
column.
the column.
Steering column. You had the three gears, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. In reverse was the opposite of first.
And reverse.
What'd you say, Dave?
So it was an H. It was 3 speeds forward and 1 reverse. It was an H. And my car was a '64 Valiant with a slant 6.
Wow. You start right low, and then that's first. You go up, there's a little sweet spot. It's actually neutral. You drop into that, then you go up to second, then you're pushing in the clutch, for each shift. Then you pull it down to third.
Right.
I had a lot of pickup trucks. Most of
was
them.
that were you guys on the Oregon Trail?
we were on the Oregon Trail. We had beef jerky, and we had some
wild Indians out there.
We brought our own water and some
right. I've seen the movies.
Yeah.
And
they're
Speaking of that, I would like to say I had a grandma, my grandma, who remembered riding on the buckboard of a covered wagon being pulled by oxen, I believe, and she also had a private pilot license.
Wow!
Oh my! What? That was your grandmother?
Yes.
Man,
Dave, I'm right
what
there.
A change, huh?
I'm right there with you. I lived with my grandmother for 3.5 years, and I finally had the good sense to say, "Tell me some stories.
Amen.
What was Christmas like? What was your birthday?" And she said that her dad would get them up, put them in the wagon. It'd be wintertime, so he'd lay some bricks in the fireplace and get them warm, put them at the foot of the wagon for some heat, wrap them up in all these quilts. And we were 10 miles from town. She said they would take off to go to town to get some sugar and some flour, everything else they could just eat what they grew, and get coffee. And then they would have to hurry up and get back because it took them early in the morning while it was still dark, and then it was dark when they came back. The horses knew the way for 10 miles. But if you're going 2 miles an hour or 1 mile an hour,
That was where the expression go to town really came from. Remember, some people use that commonly today. They say to describe something, well, he's really going to town on that football field or something like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it goes back to people out of the countryside, go to town to get their stuff and then come back home.
Because it was a special occasion.
Talking about cranking the Model T with a hand cranking and
that's where that expression comes. Dave, go ahead. What else do you want to say about that?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think my dad, talk about cranking the engine. Make sure you don't have your thumb wrapped around that handle.
That's right.
It could break it.
She said that people got their arm broke. It's kind of like that top-end compression thing where it's okay, but then if you try to do it, it'll kick back and nearly throw you across the yard. Hey, what's your question for us,
like a wrestling
Dave?
move right there, didn't it?
Yeah,
the way you described it, JJ.
Motorcycles, same thing. We had kickstart motorcycles, and most of the time they do well. Then if you caught them on that top-end compression kind of thing, I'm no mechanic, but you start to give it a little bit of kick, and it almost throw you over the handlebars. I'm not kidding. Jonathan will tell you it's true.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, what's your question for us, Dave?
Well, in the scriptures, there was at least 7 barren women mentioned in the Bible who miraculously gave birth to a child later in life. Out of the 7, can you name 5?
Wow. You've got Sarah. You've got Hannah. You've got maybe those Shufa or Supa or whatever, the 2 ladies that were saving the Hebrew babies when the king said, kill all the boys. And they lied and said, they come out too quick and we're not able to, do that. But I don't know about if they were later in their life. But let's see. Can you guys think of anybody else?
You got the Pinta and the Santa Maria.
You got those 2.
You got those 2. That's 9 we got right there.
Wait, let's see. You had the one like so for Benjamin and Joseph, was she later thinking about?
I think we're
we're
losing our way.
Sorry. What's the answer, Dave?
Well, I do think it's kind of interesting that the three first patriarchs were their wives were barren. Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel for an extended period of time. But there was also you mentioned Elizabeth and like I said, Rebecca and Rachel Jacobs. But there was also like Samson's mom, Manoah. She's not named, but it just says Manoah and his wife. There was also the Shunammite woman in 2 Kings 4.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Now,
So
I
at
forgot
least,
about Elizabeth. We didn't mention her, but you're right. John the Baptist's mom. That's another one.
Yeah.
Well, that just shows God's favor. And, maybe somebody listening right now that's had trouble with infertility. Boy, there's been a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of answers to prayers and miracles in that regard.
Thank you, Brother Dave. Appreciate hearing from you there in the great state of Texas. You are listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. We also call this Learning University. It's Tim with Jonathan and JJ. By the way, we have a lot of our Learning University / Trivia Friday shows cataloged, archived. And so if you're traveling this summer, you want to listen to some of those, you can go to afr.net, click on podcast, and you'll see the Trivia Friday banner. And we've got shows, a couple years worth of these shows, these trivia shows there at that website, afr.net. Yeah.
Here's some more information for you. If you're driving down the road with your 3 on the tree and it's running a little rough, got a little bit of a miss there, and you ain't got no thing to set your points, you can take a piece of sandpaper and sand the points. That'll get you through, and you can set those points with the cover of a matchbook. So that'll get you by in a pinch. We just want to offer that out sort of for a hack for you today.
Okay, then. All right. Now, what was the...
Jonathan, am I telling you the truth on every bit of that?
That's right. That's exactly right. What are you saying?
I heard points.
Points. You had points and plugs.
Yes, points and plugs.
And if your points start going bad on you,
right,
and everybody doesn't have the feeler gauge, so you can take a piece of sandpaper and sand your points, and then you go, well, I don't know how to set them.
Well,
the thickness of the back when they used to have matchbook covers, you slide that in there, then you're good to go.
If your feeler gauge goes out,
yeah, you're in trouble.
You know it's only a matter of
time
before you're on the side of the road. Am I right?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can't see as good. You
can pretend it's not happening, but you know that feeler gauge is on its last leg. We've all been there.
That's right.
That's why I'm laughing.
Tim can talk sports and geography. Jonathan can talk hunting, and he and I both can talk cars a little bit.
Who's next, Jonathan?
We're going to go back to Arkansas, and Chris is on the line. Chris, thanks for calling Trivia Friday.
Morning, guys.
Morning. Did you want to ask, answer, or do both, Chris?
Both.
All right.
And I'll go with the coinage.
Go with what now? Which one? The coin?
Coin question.
Oh, the coin
yes,
question.
Sir.
All right.
From 1916 to 1938, what U.S. coin featured a buffalo on the back of the coin?
That would be the nickel.
That's the nickel, buffalo
Wow.
nickel. We've all,
I've seen a few
we've
of those.
had a buffalo nickel before.
How much, Chris? Do you have those? You have some of those?
Yeah, I got a few of them.
Okay.
Yep.
How much are they worth? Like $5?
I think some of the older ones can be up to $5 to $10 if you got a really rare one that's mint condition. But I hadn't done a whole lot of research on them.
So it was how many years there, JJ?
See, that's the thing. I didn't realize it went back that far. 1916 to 1938. I was a paper boy when I was 12, and I got lots of change every week. And I would get an Indian penny about once a month, and I'd get a buffalo nickel every week. And my dad said, you need to save those, and you need to save those real silver dimes because they're going to be worth something one day. And I kept them in a cigar box, for a little while, and then I just, that ice
Smoking
cream.
cigars when you were 11?
No, the cigar box was almost like
a man.
No, it was almost like a piece of furniture. Those cigar boxes, man, they were stout, and you'd keep your baseball collecting cards in there, and you kept your change. But when that ice cream truck came with all those all that little medley playing, I blew my
changed everything.
I ripped my 401k that I had in the cigar box right there. But I saw a lot of Indian pennies and buffalo nickels, but I never dreamed they quit making them in 1938.
Yeah.
Chris, you say you got a little bit of a coin collection?
Oh yeah, I got a little bit, not much.
Yeah. What's your question for us?
So my question for you is also coin related, and it shows how long I've been listening. There is a commemorative coin that was printed in around 2000 that has an Indian on it. Can you name the Indian and maybe even the coinage?
Her name is Sacagawea, and I think it's a $1 piece.
It is.
Way to go, JJ. That deserves a hand clap right there. So it is Sacagawea?
Sacagawea. It's a $1 piece, and she really was a real person and made a real contribution, I think, to Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, no, you're right. She aided Lewis and Clark in their expedition, in chronicling the geography of
the West.
Mapping out the West as we're expanding.
Yeah. So, anything else to add to this, or Chris? Anything else you want to say, brother?
No, I appreciate the show. Thanks for the
you
entertainment.
have been listening, Chris, for a long time. Thank you for listening. Please tell a friend. And in the summertime, people are a little bit off schedule, but take us with you this weekend and this summer. And thank you for your support and for listening to AFR.
All right. Thank you, Brother Chris. You're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. I tell you what, instead of jumping to a new call, let's repeat our questions quickly. And that way, when we get back from the break, well, never mind. There's the music right there. I don't think we have time.
Yeah.
JJ, you got any more on Sacagawea?
I can tell you what you can do is popping the clutch. We could have spent a little more time talking about that. Because you get out there.
Pop a who?
Pop the clutch. You got it down in low. If you're an old farm truck, you might even have granny low.
It's right before your feeler gauge goes out.
Oh, hell, there
you get ready to put
I'm tracking with you now.
You get ready to put a little gas on there. Instead of easing out on the clutch, you just pop the clutch. Man, you can lay rubber for a quarter mile. Yeah, if you don't care anything about buying new tires,
No, I don't. We'll be back. 5 minutes.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
They will thrust a cell phone in your face if you ask a question. They'll surround you with cameras. They'll scream at you. They'll try to get you to commit violence. I believe God is giving us a little bit of a glimpse into what life without Him would be like.
A Disciple's View with Todd Herman. Critical information from a faith-enriching perspective. Weekdays at noon Central on AFR. This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. The UN's atomic watchdogs got no idea what's going on with Iran's nuclear program. Jonathan Savage tells us more.
The International Atomic Energy Agency says it's been unable to inspect nuclear facilities in Iran affected by last June's bombing campaign. This from a confidential report sent to UN member states and seen by the AP. The IAEA states it can't tell us anything about the current size, composition or whereabouts of Iran's enriched uranium. Iran's only allowed inspectors to visit one nuclear power plant this year. It uses pre-enriched uranium from Russia. The IAEA believes Iran has nearly 1,000 pounds of uranium nearly pure enough to make a nuclear weapon.
The Justice Department is adding new details to its indictment of the Southern Poverty Law Center, accusing the organization of funneling more than $3 million to people within far-right hate groups and misleading donors about spending. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan suggests the Biden administration enabled the organization to continue carrying out these crimes.
The Biden White House and the Biden Justice Department helped make the Southern Poverty Law Center the standard. They met with them every quarter. Lisa Monaco, Deputy Attorney General, sat down with them.
President Trump returns to the battleground state of Wisconsin today.
The White House says President Trump will visit Chippewa County, Wisconsin, discussing his working family's tax cuts that it says has delivered an average of $2,600 in savings to rural Wisconsinites and saved over 55,000 family farms in Wisconsin by permanently cutting the death tax. That the president's America First policies have created unprecedented global market access for American farmers and removed burdensome and unnecessary EPA requirements. The president's stop will likely include a visit from U.S. Rep. Republican Tom Tiffany, who represents the Chippewa County area and who's been endorsed by the president in this year's open race for governor. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
War Secretary Pete Hegseth addressed military enlistees at a recognition ceremony in Washington, D.C. yesterday, telling a room full of young people preparing to serve their country the Trump administration is going back to basics when it comes to military training.
Standards, discipline, readiness, accountability, lethality, training, hard basic training, which you're all about to go to, which will forge you and prepare you to be the kind of soldiers and sailors and airmen and Marines and Coast Guard and Guardians that our nation will require to defend us.
An Ohio-based Tea Party activist believes the emerging Medicare fraud scandal in Ohio is going to have an impact on the November elections. Chad Groening has more.
During a recent House oversight hearing on Medicare fraud allegations, Representative Jim Jordan alleged that an Ohio Democrat member of the state legislature of Somali descent may have helped set up companies accused of defrauding the federal government. Jordan, who chairs the House Judiciary Committee, zeroed in on State Representative Ishmael Ali Mohammed, a Columbus Democrat. Meanwhile, Texas Republican Brandon Gill, chairman of the committee, highlighted how fraudsters have manipulated elderly Ohio residents to make fraudulent Medicaid claims. At the Thursday news conference in Columbus, federal and state officials announced new indictments, seizures, and enforcement efforts aimed at schemes that allegedly stole tens of millions of dollars from public programs. Tom Zalastowski is president of the Tea Party-affiliated We the People convention.
This is really disturbing, and it's really going to have an impact on the November elections. And while they announced some really good things that they're going to do to stop the fraud, the question here in Ohio is, with Republicans holding every office for the last 8 years, how did this happen?
And Zalastowski says Republican gubernatorial candidate Vivek Ramaswamy needs to step up to the plate.
I've been personally pushing Vivek to take a lead on this. And quite frankly, because the Columbus cartel is so involved, I think he's been very tentative, and it's hurting him. And Fox News came out with a devastating poll that showed that John Husted is losing to Sherrod Brown by 8%, and that Vivek and Amy Acton are basically in a dead heat. And it's because the Republicans are not leading.
I'm Chad Groening.
There's more news available online at afn.net. And download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
If we lose this cultural war, we're going to have a hedonistic, humanistic society.
Discover the story of the culture warrior Don Wildmon and how he went head-to-head with Hollywood, Playboy, the homosexual agenda, and the Disney empire. The movement Don started paved the way for Christians to boldly stand for truth and righteousness in a hostile culture. Watch Culture Warrior today for free. Visit culturewarrior.movie.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
Hey, welcome back to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. We got 24 and a half more minutes of education to bring forth unto thee. And Jonathan, JJ, and yours truly, Tim, here on American Family Radio. Let's repeat our questions, and then we'll go back to the phones, gentlemen.
All right, here we go. My first question is, which president was born on the 4th of July? There's only one. Which president was born on the 4th of July? Second question, I'm going to add a new one. What do you call it when a bowler achieves 3 strikes in a row? What do you call it when a bowler achieves 3 strikes in a row?
How do you say that again, Jonathan?
Bowler.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted, do we need a translator here?
Probably.
For people in the north?
Bowler.
Bowler. Go ahead.
That's
okay.
best I got.
Hey,
That's all I got.
Well, while we're there, this husband and wives, I guess I wish we had Margaret and Herman on the line still. But the wife asked her husband, she said, have you seen the dog bowl? And he said, I didn't even know he could. Here's what I've got. First question. How many ribs does the typical human body have?
Typical
human body. Now, if you're out there and you're going down the fairway and you're hearing the carnival barker saying, ladies and gentlemen, step right up in this tent. You've got a guy with this many ribs.
Right.
We're not talking about that.
No, he's right by the bearded lady.
Yes. So how many ribs does the typical human body have? Second question, muscle car question.
Yeah.
Firebird, Camaro, and Roadrunner. What brands are each of those? I'm talking about, is it a Ford? Is it a Chrysler? What brand is a Firebird, Camaro, and a Roadrunner? 3 of the many awesome muscle cars. Third question. Let's see. I've added one. Yeah. In which sport are you playing if you're competing in the Davis Cup? Which sport are you playing if you're competing in the Davis Cup?
All right, here are my 3 questions. Kind of disappointing. Not any of them have been answered in an hour and 7 minutes or whatever it is. But I'll repeat them. Here we go. What is the main purpose or number one use of soybeans? Soybeans.
So you're looking out your window and you see all these soybeans,
and we all
in
do.
Your backyard.
Yeah.
You say,
are we
come
driving
here,
down the road? That's right. Come over here.
Imagine how much of this they're going to be able to use from all these.
That's right. All these soybeans in your backyard, and you go, what can we use these for?
Yeah.
And here's the number one use of soybeans in the world. Okay, so number 2, in the 1960s, all American girls wanted these 2 dolls. What are they? Name them. And number 3, what are the top 2 most visited tourist sites in the United States? And I'm not talking about a city. So don't say Washington, D.C. or Atlanta or New York or whatever. No, I'm talking about sites. Okay?
Like the world's largest ball of yarn in Kansas.
Yes, could be that. Well, these sites, these top 2 most visited sites are east of the Mississippi.
Oh, that's right.
Unless they move Kansas.
Well, those tornadoes, you remember what happened?
Well, that can happen.
What's the little clicking their little red shoes together?
Things are happening today we never thought possible.
That's true.
So Kansas could move over to,
the east side.
East of the Mississippi.
Fly over Missouri and land in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Toto and everybody else.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead. Who's up?
All right. Next, we're going back to Arkansas, and Mark is on the line. Mark, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hey,
Hello.
Mark. How you doing, my friend?
Listen, I'm doing pretty good. I was just in the hospital for a couple of weeks, but for about 2 weeks ago. But I'm out, and me and my wife listen to you guys all the time. I've called before. She drives to Memphis 4 days a week, and we just love this radio station.
Well, sorry you were in the hospital, but
sorry to hear that.
We're glad you're out. You okay?
Yeah, I had a major hiatal hernia surgery.
Okay.
And I am much blessed to have competent doctors and be a vet and have the VA work on me. And
Amen.
I'm at home recuperating, but I've been calling. We listen to you all the time. We refer to you guys as our buddies.
Wonderful.
We listen to you while she's driving, and it makes us feel like we're connected somehow, even though I'm not with her.
Amen. Well, thank you, Mark, and we are so glad that you're on the mend. And are you want to ask, answer, or both?
I'll do both.
Which one you want to answer?
The Davis Cup one, because I'm more confident about it.
Oh, wow. I thought this one would take a little while. Which sport are you playing if you're competing in the Davis Cup?
I think it's tennis.
It's tennis. Nicely done.
Good
job,
job,
Mark.
Mark.
What tournament is that, or is that what is that?
I don't know anything about that. I saw it looking on a trivia site, and I know you got those different ones with the clay courts and all, but I said, well,
Mark,
this isn't something. This is. I know we got some tennis players.
Mark, how do you know? How do you know this, Mark?
I kind of favor trivia. I really don't even know where it's played or why it's named the Davis Cup, but I just happen to kind of know that it's.
So it's.
I know it's not a golf question.
It's I got you. It's tennis.
It's tennis.
But it may be like the ultimate award for the best player of the year or something like that. Let me see, because you got Wimbledon, you got
I know Wimbledon, some of those others.
You got the U.S. Open, the French Open, and the Davis.
Indianapolis 500, some of those other, when they hold the tennis racket out the window, that's a whole different thing.
You got badminton, which is in the tennis family.
That's it. I would say a second cousin twice removed.
Like a lot of those in Kentucky, right? So here says the man from Mississippi. So talking to the man from Arkansas.
Hey, that's right.
We got a bunch of geniuses around here.
Yeah.
The Davis Cup is the premier international team event in men's tennis. So it's a team event. It's kind of like
doubles. You're
there
playing
you go.
doubles out there.
The Davis Cup. So anyway, you got it right.
Hey,
all right, Mark, bring it.
Yeah, what's your question for us, Mark?
Mine's an Andy Griffith Gomer Pyle question.
All right. Like a combo?
Andy Griffith. Well, it's kind of Gomer Pyle was a spinoff of Andy Griffith, of course, and in the Gomer Pyle show, his girlfriend's name was blank, and Sergeant Carter's girlfriend's name was blank. Can you name those two Marines' girlfriends?
Okay, don't say anything, Mark. We're going to talk amongst ourselves. Okay, there was always a Darlene in there somewhere in those shows in the 60s.
Well, that's true.
Huh?
That's true. I watched that show, but I don't remember.
Yeah, see, if we
So
had
you're
Brother
talking about-
Bert
you're
here,
talking about
or if we
Gomer-
had Ed, they would
Talking
know.
about Gomer and Sergeant
Brother
Carter's girlfriends. What were their names?
Gomer Pyle's girlfriend and Sergeant Carter's girlfriend.
Darlene's as good as
I would say
anything, but
both of their girlfriend's name was Darlene.
They're going to Darlene and her other sister, Darlene.
Hey, we don't know, obviously. What's the answer?
Come on,
Mark?
Darlene. You know what
All
I
right.
mean. What answer?
Gomer's girlfriend's name was Luann Poovey.
Luann.
Yeah.
That's right.
Always going to be a double name.
Poovey.
What's the next one?
But Sergeant Carter's girlfriend was Bunny Wilson.
Bunny.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Bunny Wilson.
Yeah, so Bunny Wilson and Luann who?
Poovey.
Okay. Whatever happened to her?
Poovey, I guess. I'm not sure. But
do you know whatever?
She had Saccharine Southern drawl, and when her and Gomer talked, she was she would have given a diabetic a overdose of sugar sweetness. That's for sure. She was definitely a Southern girl.
That was a country song.
Yeah.
That just had right through that.
You know-
What did you say? Sugar, diabetes? What did you say?
An overdose of diabetes. She was so sugary, sweet. Hey, and Sergeant Carter, behind the scenes, a lot of people don't know this. When he got out of the military, he became a motivational speaker.
Sergeant Carter.
Telling
Did he
everybody,
really?
yeah, that it's just life is full
Well,
of roses.
you just never know.
Yeah.
Twists and turns.
Yeah, tell everybody, encourage
and then,
everybody, offer all
he
kinds
was
of
he
inspiration.
was the mentor to Tony Robbins. A lot of people don't know that.
Exactly.
Sergeant Carter was.
Right. Yes, he was.
Yes, sir. Pyle.
All right. Thanks, Mark. Have a great weekend. Thanks for listening to AFR.
I just remember that show. Sergeant Carter would yell at Pyle, and he was, bless his heart, he was so naive. He didn't know he was being insulted. He just keeps smiling.
Smiling.
Well,
that's
thank
right.
you.
Thank you, Sergeant Carter.
Yeah. Why, thank you. Why, thank you.
Why, thank you. You had it good. All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio, and Tim, Jonathan, and JJ. We go back to the phones.
All right, we're going to Georgia, and Julianne is on the line. Julianne, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Julian, yeah.
Julian, I'm sorry. I apologize.
That was a big boo-boo right there,
Yeah, it
Jonathan.
was. Not only do I sound Southern, but I read Southern, too.
You got a nickel wrong. It was from 1913 to 1938, the Buffalo nickel.
Oh,
Really?
13 to
But I got a
38.
que-
Well, I'm going to have to
Yeah,
recheck. I got that right off the internet. I can't believe the internet wasn't
so
accurate.
you can
truth,
Google
yeah.
this one too, and I guarantee you Google will get this one wrong. Who was the oldest lady in the Bible to have a baby? Now you can Google it now. And
Okay.
that's what Google says.
All right, the oldest lady in the Bible to have a baby.
Well, it's going to be Sarah, isn't it?
No, sir.
I think that's one of those, it's too obvious. It's not the answer. It wasn't Sarah? Okay.
Oh, it's
sir. She was only
Methuselah's
90.
wife.
No, sir.
Mrs. Methuselah.
You're about to strike out, JJ.
Yeah. Hey, you
You're-
better tell us, Julian, what's the answer?
It was Eve. If you go to Genesis, the 5th chapter, and the 3rd verse, Adam and Eve were made the same day, and Adam was 130 when Seth was born. So how old did that make his wife?
Wow, that's pretty good.
What's the answer?
130.
Yeah, her name
130.
was Eve. She was the first palindrome in the Bible.
Imagine being 130 and finding out you're pregnant. Imagine that
Yeah.
feeling that she had. Huh? It's a once in a.
And she was a palindrome, too.
Oh,
palindrome.
Yeah, palindrome.
What does that mean?
Well, you know what? We got Methodists, we got Pentecostals, Presbyterians.
You got
I ain't
the
gonna fault
palindrome?
her from being a
Palindrome?
palindrome, going to the first palindrome church there in the garden.
All right, tell
What?
us the
Yeah,
palindrome.
You better
What is
help
that?
us with that.
Spelled backwards or forwards the same way.
Oh yeah, Eve.
A word that's spelled backwards or
E-V-E.
forward the same way.
Oh, I
Like
got
race car.
I got you.
Palindrome.
That's pretty clever right
Yeah.
there.
Hey,
Yeah,
race
yeah,
car is
yeah.
one of those that does that, Julian.
Race
Yeah,
car.
sir.
Race car.
Radar.
Yeah.
Well, hey, do you want to
Yeah.
answer? You want
He
to take
already
a chance
asked.
on one of our questions?
Yeah, give me one because I had trouble hearing
All right,
you on
what's
the
it-
radio.
what's-
and I'm holding on this phone for
All right.
50 minutes.
Here we go, Julian. I'll ask you this question: what is the number?
About
Are you going to listen to me, or you want to? What? Can you listen? Can you hear me?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, I'm going to
Three
ask.
strikes in a row and
Yeah.
bowling.
All right.
Have you got that one yet?
Bowling. Question.
So, what do you call it when a bowler achieves 3 strikes in a row?
It's a turkey.
That's right.
Nicely
right.
done.
Way to go.
Nicely done. Hey, have a great weekend, Julian.
All right.
Not to be confused with Julianne.
I apologize if I came off as rude there. I didn't mean to. But he couldn't hear us. It's what he was saying.
Yeah.
And I was trying to
Right.
talk
Kept
louder
stepping on each
so that
other.
he could hear us. So,
Yeah.
So.
I got that. I hope
Yeah.
everybody else
That
did.
Anyway, I
happens all the time.
didn't because we were talking over top of
Right.
each other.
Right.
All right, you're listening
I do
to
that all
Trivia
the
Friday on American Family Radio. All right. What's so funny?
Oh, I was just thinking since I messed up this last name and then we've got another one coming up, I just hope I don't mess up.
Well, you
But
know,
the pressure's on now.
it is. You know, you're filling in for Ed Vistaglia.
I know, and I'm not doing
And Ed is
real
wow. I mean, what he can do with names and words
Mm-hmm.
is just
I'm
like
not-
it's like a Paladin.
I'm not. Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Yeah, I'm not
Like
at that
like
level.
a 3 on the floor.
Yeah, I
you know?
probably need to check my feeler gauge. It may be off or something. I don't know.
That can happen.
Yeah.
That can happen, you know.
About to
And
go
it
out
gets
or
a little
something.
off, you
Yeah.
know. You take a Tylenol, you lay down. You think
Yeah.
maybe it'll be better in the morning.
Yeah.
Or
Who's next?
You know,
Or that's where we're on to, JJ.
Well, no, when I'm in doubt, I just remember stop, drop, and roll. I don't care if I'm at work, at church. Depends on
I've seen
what
you do
kind of
that
church.
before out in the parking lot.
That's right. If I'm in doubt of what I'm supposed to do, that works.
JJ's having a life crisis out there. He's rattling,
Stop,
rolling. What? Who's
Stop, drop, and roll.
Oh,
Orban from Texas. Howdy, Orban.
All right, sir. Tell me what we going to do. How's that for being putting it in granny and putting 3 on the tree and popping the clutch and stepping on the starter? How's that?
Hey, he knows.
Yeah.
Is that the Navajo?
No, he was doing Morse code, but he added one little thing. If you're in an old truck, like when I had a 51 Chevy, you turn the key over on, but the starter button is up there, and you step on it with your foot. And baby boomers know that your dimmer switch, it was on the left side, and it was a little button on the floorboard, and you'd make your lights bright or dim. Hey, Orban, what was that Morse code? What were you telling us? Were you asking for help?
Oh, I was just going to tell you, I'm a code talker too, and so is your Adam 12, your technician there. He's a code talker too.
Right, ham radio.
Adam Suddeth.
Yeah. Yes, ham radio.
You're talking about ham radio?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Ham radio still out there. I mean, still people talking around the world on ham radio. Who do you? How far away have anybody been that you've talked to, Orban?
I've worked long path many times in Alaska, and that's working all the way around the world, talking to people on the other side of the country, and you just work long path. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before, but that's going around the world.
But,
signal.
Okay, so you personally, what's the furthest away from you that you've talked to another person on ham radio?
When I was in Wildmon, Alaska, I worked down under a long path. My signal's going around the world, down under.
To Australia.
So you were in Alaska and
talking to somebody in Australia.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Wow, that's impressive. Hey,
Yeah.
Orban, ask, answer, or do both, sir.
Okay, now, Tim, you asked Jonathan a question, and you referred to a Western question. I've got a Western question for you.
Okay.
Livestock auction or livestock brands. I'm going to ask you a question pertaining to brand. You can brand a lot of your stock with hot iron, or you can do it with a freeze brand. You put it in liquid nitrogen and do it that way. But what is the age requirement to own a registered livestock brand in Texas? Now, I don't know about Mississippi. I know in Mississippi at different ages, you have to be 11 years old to use a telephone there.
Right.
Y'all, but
yeah,
in here, what is the age? And I'll give you some suggestions if you need them. But what is the age requirement to own a registered livestock brand?
Okay, so don't say anything, Orban. First of all, I don't know anything about this industry, but I'm going to guess it would be the same age as as you would qualify for maybe your driver's license, or either legal age like 18.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with 18. What do you think?
Well,
or 6?
I'm going to say it's even younger just because Texas is so big with cattle ranches and everything else.
Okay.
I'm going to guess like 10 years old.
Okay. What about you? So pre-puberty, you can own your own cattle brand.
I think so, just because it's such a big thing there.
Did you say 16?
Huh?
Did you say?
I said 16.
That's what I'm going to go with,
16.
16.
Orban, what's the answer?
Okay, now you can take a livestock brand and you can go into your favorite steakhouse and brand up above the table you sit at, and then when you go back there, if somebody's ordered beef and they're at your table and you got your brand up there, you can try to find them for being the cattle rustlers. But the age requirement is 0. You do not have to be any age to own a registered brand, livestock brand in Texas. You just have to go down to your courthouse and get the brand book and look up and make sure nobody else has used it.
You need to be able to walk, though. I'm talking about if you're going to go down to the courthouse and sign some papers for your legal brand, you need to be.
For 10 years.
I'm thinking at least, what would you say, 2 or 3?
At least.
In that range?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting, Orban. We did not know that. Anyway.
This city fella.
Thank you, Brother Orban. Appreciate it, man. You're a faithful, loyal listener and caller. Appreciate it. Go ahead.
This city fella from New York moved to Texas, was going to open up, start raising cattle.
Yeah.
And so they went and got a bunch of cattle, and then they was trying to decide on a brand. And his wife wanted to do Susie Q, and another daughter wanted to do Yippee-I-O-Ki-A, and then he wanted to do a long little doggy. So they just named their ranch and had their brand, all of those. Susie Q, Yippee-I-O-Ki-A, long little doggy. He went back after buying 100 head. He went back to buy some more, and they said, wow, you're going to have a large ranch. You already bought 100 head. He said, well, unfortunately, none of them survived the branding.
They were probably cooked to a medium by the time the brand got on.
Medium
right?
well.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the phones, Jonathan. Who's next?
We're in Tennessee, and here's another name. Maybe I'll get this right. Justice in
Yes.
Tennessee.
Yes.
All right.
How you doing, Justice? Where you
Good.
calling? Where you calling from?
Wildmon, Tennessee.
What's the name of the town?
Wildmon.
Hole in Wall.
Hole in Wall.
Oh, Hole in Wall. Oh, yeah. Right on the Natchez Trace Parkway, right?
Yeah.
Nearby there. All right. Well, listen. Thanks for calling, Justice. Answer, ask, or both?
Both.
Which one do you want to answer?
The only person born on July 4th.
There you go. July 4th.
All right, here's the question. Which president was born on the 4th of July?
Calvin Coolidge.
That is correct.
Wow. That's good.
Yeah, how'd you know that?
I love U.S. presidents.
Okay, President. Well, that's great. You knew that. That's very knowledgeable. Oh, you want to go ahead and ask your question of us? We're running out of time today.
Which country was celebrating the 125th anniversary becoming a country?
Which country is now celebrating?
125 years.
Well, that's a young country.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Bangladesh.
Bangladesh is right there.
It's young.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say, we don't know. What's the answer?
Yeah.
Australia.
Australia, land of the prisoners. You know,
I told my kids
we're out of
that.
time. I'm sorry. I apologize to having to rush.
Yeah, for justice.
And next week we'll get the other caller on.
I told my my daughters that Australia was a penal colony and they dropped off all the prisoners. So
That's how it all started.
Yeah, every one of them that do that Ancestry.com, their great-great-grandmother and grandfather were a murderer or a pirate. Or
What do you got that hasn't been answered?
That was my last
Okay,
question.
go ahead, JJ.
How many ribs in the human body?
I don't know, 36?
24.
Under normal.
Muscle cars, Jonathan, Firebird, Camaro, and Roadrunner, go.
Pontiac, Chevy, and Chrysler?
Plymouth
All right,
Roadrunner.
what is the number one use of soybeans? It's to feed animals. That's the
Dog
number one
food,
use
yeah,
of
that's
soybeans.
what I was thinking.
Number two, in the 1960s, All-American Girls wanted these two dolls.
Barbie, but who else?
Yeah.
Kathy Chatty.
Kathy Chatty.
And finally, what are the two most visited tourist sites in the United States?
Niagara Falls is my one guess.
Well, and the Statue of Liberty.
Times Square and Disney World in Orlando.
Wow.
All right, have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you back here Monday.